Morning, folks. It's about 12 degrees outside this morning, so I figure it's time we ought to do something inside. A little bit cold for me out there. I got pulled in here, old 86 Honda Big Red 250, and don't have any rear fenders, or I got a rear rack for it, but I don't particularly care for how the factory rack works because I don't have the trunk that goes with it and stuff like that to put together. So what I got is a set of these great old big rounded off trailer fenders that fit over my 27, 12, 11 Vampires just perfect. So what I need to do is build a rack that'll let me mount them on the back of this rig here and get them set up, because them will keep the mud off me real good. And I got this I got some 14 gauge 1-inch square tube steel, and went to the local welding shop up the road this morning and got this, and I'm gonna take this and make a real nice heavy duty rear rack for this thing. I'm gonna put this here camera on time lapse and we'll see how that works out. Well, I got the rack built for the most part. Got this real solid square tube, got it wrapped around, got my nice 1/2-inch square tube cross pieces. But I've decided that using these fenders is going to be a real pain in the ass, and I don't want to try to mess with it. They're not going to work out good. So, went to the metal guy up the road and got this real nice piece of 14 gauge flat steel. I wanted some 16, but he didn't have any 16, so I went with a little heavier 14. It'll be a little heavier on the 3-wheeler, but it'll be a little stouter. Maybe won't be as liable to bend as 16 gauge would be. So I'm gonna get started now trying to build up a good fender. I'm gonna make it not quite as wide as the rack. Maybe come out to about here and then go down a little bit. I don't know yet. Something back here so I can mount a mud flap and cover real good on the front of the tire. So, and then I do plan eventually on building an upright perimeter kind of around the back 3/4 of the rack, but I don't want to do that yet because it'll make it hard to handle. I'll probably put that on last after I get the fenders figured out. And I can just weld it on while the thing's standing up here. So we'll get started on these fenders now. Alright folks, she's done for now. I've been in here, this took way longer than I expected it to, and I have a tendency to overbuild stuff. But anyhow, I got these fenders are all finished up. I put a nice coat of olive drab paint on the fenders, and I had enough paint so I just went crazy and went over the whole thing. Thought about doing it camo, but it looks so damn good in the olive drab. I think I'm just going to leave it like this. I might at some point put an upright piece across the back here with some of my 1/2-inch square tube, but for right now this will do just fine. And I do believe that this bad boy is ready to go duck hunting. Still need to get an exhaust for it though. We're ready to go. How about that? Anyhow, thanks for watching. Maybe one of these days I'll get around to getting it outside and making a video riding it around. This thing will really get in the mud with these vampire tires on it. So, anyhow, appreciate you watching.